This is the Osmosis and Veggie Lab. So this is day one, so you will need to set up for day one. I suggest you use your little cups. These are the ones we grew radishes in. They may be a little dirty, so make sure you save the soil. Either put it in a bowl or put it back in the plastic bag. Wipe this out really good and then wash it so it's pretty clean. You can use any 3 cups, so if you have different cups at home, you can use different cups. That's fine. Okay, so here we go. First thing you need to do is label your cups in some way. You may just have to put a little piece of paper underneath it so you know which one it is, because you can't write on your ones at home. One should be open. It will not have water in it. One will have just plain water, and one will have some sugar water. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set those up. So again, remember, the first one, we don't put any water in there. We just leave it like that. The second one, we're going to take and put a 1/4 cup of water. The third one, you're going to do the same thing. And there's my, but of course it doesn't have any sugar in it right now, it just has water. And then you're going to take your sugar, so I have my sugar bowl here, and just take a teaspoon of sugar. If you don't have any sugar, then use salt and put about that much in there. Boom, that's it. That's all you got to do. The next thing you need to do is get your veggie pieces. Now we sent these home with you, so you should have these. The very first thing you need to do is actually feel them. How do they feel? And you need to write that down somewhere so that you actually remember how they felt. Okay? So that would be your qualitative observations. But the quantitative observations go like this. Here's my carrot. So I'm going to turn on my scale. If you have a scale at home, then use your scale. Otherwise, you got to use my numbers. So there's my carrot. Put it on there. And it is 4.2 grams. This is my open air one, so I'm just going to take it, I'm going to stick it in there, and it's not ever going to have water. It's just going to sit there like that. I'm going to do the same to a piece of celery, and it's 3.2, and I'm going to put it right in there. Now remember, make sure you kind of feel them before you put them in so you know what they felt like before. That's part of your qualitative observations. Measuring is your quantitative. So you put your little carrot there. He's 3.4. This one's going to go into just plain water. And there's my celery. Give it a little fig. Oh, that one's a little mushier. Okay. It's 2.1. And that's just going into plain water. And then here goes my sugar water. So again, give it a little feel. This one's a little lighter, so it's 2.1. And I'm going to put it into the sugar water. Now I didn't need to do anything to my sugar water. You don't have to worry about stirring it. Don't make a mess. Just keep it nice and neat. And then there's my celery piece. That's 2.0. Okay? And then you're going to put it in there. The next thing you need to do is you need to actually take some pictures. So take your camera and take some nice pictures of what those look like. Okay? The numbers that you wrote down, if you measured yours, then you are going to take those numbers and you're going to put them into the data table on the lab, on the computer, in the Canvas file. If you don't, then you're going to write mine down. Okay? So that you know that those were the numbers that I started with. Okay? Everybody should actually set it up. Now what to do with these? These need to sit somewhere where they won't be disturbed, and particularly by any little brothers and sisters, because they're kind of an attractive nuisance and you don't want them to accidentally drink them or spill them. So it doesn't really matter where you set them, but just put them away, out of your family's way, and then make sure you clean up your mess so that you are nice and neat.